Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at my daily driver, a 2013 Chevrolet Cruze RS. Now, we have the original stock key right here, and we are going to plug into the ignition, which is right over here. It's hard to do with your left hand. And then start it up. See our odometer down there will read 93,155 miles. Keep in mind this car is almost 9 years old since it rolled off the lot and its first owner. We are currently the second owner of it. Bought it back in early 2014, I'm pretty sure. So, as you can see, we do not have a check engine light. This car has never had a check engine light except for once in its life whenever it was having a oil leak problem, which was weather related. So, if we were to step out of the car here, make sure it's unlocked. We do have a slight door creak going down through here. Nothing some WD-40 will not fix. And now we will show you the exterior of the car. So, as you can see, we have our RS emblem right there. We have the original stock wheels here. A little bit dirty, but they still do definitely have some shine. We have the blacked out emblems on all the tire caps. And yeah, these are factory rims. They were never changed. I cannot say the same about the tires, which is expected. We also do have the running lights over here that were covered up with matte black wrap. And if we were to look to the front of the car, you will now see that we do have the blacked out package with the car here. All the emblems are blacked out along with some of the trim. The car runs amazing. Never had any issues with it. We do have a small dent in the hood that was deer related. As you can see, we live in a part of the country here where deer are kind of a problem. So again, for all four rims, some of them do have some wear around them, which is just basically going to be a result of weathering, rocks, all sorts of stuff like that. Keep in mind this car hasn't not been washed in a long time, so that's why it is dirty. Keep going around. This rim also does have some damage around the cap. As you can see, brand new lug nuts. Rotors look fairly nice. They are starting to form a little bit of rust here. We have the blacked out gas cap coming back to the back of the car. So we do have the blacked out trim right here, blacked out emblem, Cruze. And that chirping that you might hear is a added on product. Just a regular eBay turbo whistle, which actually does sound pretty cool once the engine is about moderately warm. A good acceleration will actually sound very good with that, but just the chirping is pretty annoying. And so, we have the taillights here. Not a big fan of the Cruze taillights, just for the way they look. I kind of like the headlights, but also have your very large antenna here. I don't really understand why they had to put it so large, but moving to the back seat. So, you have just your basic door panel here. Nothing too special about it. Moving here into the back seat. Now this seat up here, the driver's seat, it is back the whole way just because I have very long legs. So, if you were to sit back here, you'd have to be very, very short. Passenger side, this seat is also back the entire way, but there is a lot more room over here. We also do have these stickers, decals, that I am going to put on the outside of the car. Don't know exactly where, so if you guys have any ideas, please let me know. Again, same with the other side. Everything in here is very mint condition, which is very surprising. There was no seat covers or really anything back here to protect it, but it did stay pretty nice. Now, of course, you always have your shoes scraping up against the center console here. So, I mean, that's kind of expected. These mats also need changed out, been a couple years. So, yeah. And then you have your brake light back there. So, now we will move up to the front. Moving to the front. So, you have your control panel right here. Again, the same basic door. Pretty nice amount of area down here, not as much as you get in maybe a Ford, but it's pretty nice. Right here we have our wires running. They go from here, which is our LED system. It goes under the seats and under the dash here. And then you just have your stock steering, your brake and gas pedal. Up here, stock steering wheel. Nothing has been altered with it. And then you have your dash. Up here, still factory computer, which the LCD is starting to go out just a little bit, so it's not really a big concern, but it's just something to look forward to. So then you have your control panel here, disc drive here, which is very nice. A lot of cars do not have these anymore just because everything's Bluetooth and whatnot. Your carbon fiber down here on this part, where you also have your lock, unlock, your passenger airbag, and of course the controls for your AC. Now you have your automatic transmission with slap shifters, and the slap shifters is all that I use in this car just because I love to do it. It really brings out the potential in the car other than just doing it in drive. You also have your traction control over here. That always goes off whenever you're just driving normally, of course. So, yeah, gas mileage on this car, I'd say it's around 17, 18 miles per gallon if you're just doing a daily commute down the highway. Engine temperature, it's actually very nice. Never had a problem with it overheating or anything like that. We'll do a couple revs here. And move that back to park. So now, guys, the speedometer over here goes up to 140, though I have my very large doubts. If I had to take a guess, I'd probably say at the end, the top speed of this car is maybe like 123, if even that, if you do it right. So now we are going to look at the trunk, and then we will pop the hood. So your hood lever is right down here. Pop that. Turn off the car here. Back here is the trunk, of course. I'm gonna open it up. So you have your seat heater right there because, as you can see, it's quite cold out here. And then just all wrap stuff here it's a lot. I mean, you could definitely fix or fit a lot in here. I don't know the exact square footage or anything like that, but there is definitely some potential there. Now, we'll close the trunk and come up here to the hood. So, our lever, well, just like normal cars, right here. I have to try to find it. Here we go. Now, you have your basic 1.4 liter Ecotec 4-cylinder. The stick shift 6-speed has the 1.8 liter. Your air intake over here goes straight down. Now the air intake for the 1.8 liter goes the opposite way, directly into the pistons. So, and then over here you have your battery, circuit board, your power steering reservoir, and can't think of what the other one is. I think it's oil reservoir, possibly. So yeah. Over here you have your transmission, which is actually going to be down here, carburetor, all this good stuff. It also does come with a stock turbo, which is, it's decent, but it's what you can expect out of a stock turbo on a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder. So yeah. That is basically all the car. I'll show the underside, although just from driving in Pennsylvania, there is a lot of rust that does form, as you could probably guess. So, look up under here. Of course, on the wheel wells, you got a lot of rust, and your exhaust, which is pretty normal. Now, the further down you go, you will see just a little bit more, unfortunately. You can try to clean it up. It'll most likely clean up with just a wire brush. But, yeah, again over here, more damage on the rims, which really does suck, but yeah, guys. That is about all for the car. So I will just show you guys some shots, and then that'll be the end of the video.